Hi everyone, this is Tricia Garcia, your local real estate agent. Today I want to give you some information and give you a little bit of insight on how the closing process works. Once a buyer and seller have agreed to a deal on a home, there's one final piece, the closing. The closing process typically takes 40 to 50 days to complete and includes everything from a home inspection to signing the paperwork that seals the deal. The closing process involves many steps, but it is my job as your real estate agent to make those steps easier. My team and I will guide you through the entire closing process. Contingencies are conditions that are included with an offer that must be fulfilled before the deal is closed. For example, a buyer can submit an offer with a home inspection contingency. This allows a buyer to back out of the deal if anything is found during that inspection that will require repair. 1 to 3 days after the seller has accepted an offer on a home, the buyer will deliver the Earnest Money to a title or escrow company, which will be held during the transaction. Earnest Money, also referred to as a good faith deposit, is applied towards the buyer's closing costs. If the buyer backs out of the deal for anything not covered by contingency, they will likely forfeit the Earnest Money. Next, the buyer will schedule a home inspection unless they waived the home inspection contingency or had the home inspected prior to making an offer. An inspector will give the buyer an accurate picture of the home's condition and identify any major issues with the home so they can confidently negotiate and close the deal. Unless a home buyer is paying all cash, they will get a mortgage. Then their mortgage lender will order a home appraisal. If the home does not appraise, meaning the bank doesn't think it's worth what a buyer is offering, the buyer will have to decide what to do. A home appraisal contingency also allows the buyer to back out of the deal at this point or renegotiate a new price that the lender and seller are happy with. If the buyer has a title contingency, they can now verify the home's title is clear of any liens or other issues before completing the purchase of the home. Then the buyer will secure financing. If the buyer has a financing contingency and is not able to secure a loan by the home, they can back out of the purchase and reclaim the Earnest Money. Title insurance protects against losses in the event that a problem arises with title after the home was purchased. For most home purchases, there are two parties who require title insurance. They are the lender and the home buyer. One of the very last steps is a final walkthrough that should confirm three things. First, that the home is in the same condition as when the offer was accepted. Second, that all necessary repairs have been completed. And third, that everything was included as part of the sale is still in the home. The final step in the closing process is to pay closing costs. The seller pays the listing and buyer agent's commissions. A typical listing fee is 2.5% to 3%. I hope you found this information helpful. My team and I are here to help with all of your real estate needs, and remember, who you work with matters.